We consider the problem of linear discrimination. So let us say that we have two sets of points denoted by circles and crosses. So each of these points, we can say that it is of the form xi, yi, where yi are labels. So labels could be plus or minus 1, and xi are some feature vectors which are, let's say, in n-dimensional space. And our goal in linear discrimination is to draw a line that separates between these two sets of points, that separates between the circles and the crosses. So our goal is to find a hyperplane in general that discriminates between these two sets of points, right? So this is also called classification. Now, these kinds of problems are very common in a lot of areas. For example, in computer vision, we have images. So these xi's are images in that case, and yi's could be labels of what the content of the image is. For example, if whether it is that of a cat or a dog. And then our goal could be to design an algorithm that classifies whether that image corresponds to that of a cat or a dog. Likewise, in the context of drug discovery, we may be interested in looking at the properties of a particular molecule and see its reaction on a particular disease. So whether the reaction is positive or negative, that could be the label. Likewise, we can have similar examples in biometric, where we could be interested in finding out whether a particular fingerprint corresponds to a particular person or not, right? So in general, for all of these, so let's say that this hyperplane is given by A transpose x plus b. So in general, for all of these problems, the goal is to solve this optimization problem, this feasibility problem, where we try to find A and B such that A transpose xi plus b is, let's say that it is less than equal to 0 whenever yi is minus 1, and A transpose xi plus b is greater than equal to 0 whenever yi is plus 1. So compactly we can write these constraints as yi times A transpose xi plus b is greater than equal to 0. So compactly both this set of constraints can be written like this, and this holds for I equal to 1 to n, which is where capital N is the number of observations. So this is the basic problem, and naturally it is a very simple problem because it is simply amounts to finding A and B that satisfy the set of linear constraints in A and B. But the problem here, so what is the problem? The problem here is that the solution that is given by this problem may not be robust. So the solution here may not be robust, in the sense that if I give you a new point and ask you to find out which side it belongs, which side of this hyperplane it belongs, not every solution may work the same. And in fact, there are many possibilities. The solution here is not unique. So as you can imagine, I could always choose a line which is very close to the red ones, and likewise I could always choose a line which is very close to the crosses. And all the lines in between are also possible. So in fact, there is a whole zone where we can pick any line, and all of these are valid solutions to this problem, but not all of them may work for us. Ideally, we want to pick the line that is in between. So let us bring our points here. So let's say that the separating hyperplane is given by this equation A transpose x plus b equal to 0. Let us consider two flanking separating hyperplanes which are parallel to this one. So let us consider this hyperplane and this hyperplane. And let's say that the equation of this hyperplane is A transpose X plus B equal to some minus T, because this is equal to 0, so this is equal to some minus T, and this one has equation A transpose X plus B equal to T. Then what we want to do is we want to pick a hyperplane that separates crosses and circles such that the width of this zone in between, so this particular distance between these two flanking hyperplanes, is the maximum possible. So in that case, we would be able to maximize the distance between these two hyperplanes and then pick the line in between. So what is the distance between these two hyperplanes? We have already seen how to calculate the distance between parallel hyperplanes. So we can assume that there is some point x1 here and there is some point x2 here. Then A transpose x1 minus x2, by using Cauchy-Schwarz inequality, we can say that A transpose x1 minus x2 is less than equal to norm of A times norm of x1 minus x2. Therefore, norm of x1 minus x2 is greater than equal to A transpose x1 minus x2 absolute value divided by norm of A. And what is this quantity? We know that this is equal to 2t divided by norm of A, because remember that x1 was on this line, so A transpose x1 plus B was equal to minus t, and A transpose x2 plus B was equal to t. So subtracting these two, we can get that A transpose times x1 minus x2 is equal to minus 2t. So the absolute value is 2t. So therefore, the robust linear discrimination problem becomes maximize 2t divided by norm of A subject to the constraint that yi times A transpose xi plus B is greater than equal to t. So we have put t instead of 0 because we want to say that the circles are on this side of the plane and the crosses are on this side. So we want to really say this constraint is equivalent to two sets of constraints which are of the form A transpose xi plus B greater than equal to t for all I such that yi is equal to 1 and A transpose xi plus B is less than equal to minus t whenever yi is equal to minus 1. So these are the two sets of constraints this constraint represents, and we of course have t greater than 0 because t is measuring the distance between these two hyperplanes or is proportional to the distance between these two hyperplanes, and we want this distance to be greater than 0. So this is our robust linear discrimination problem, but this is not in the final form because there is a scale ambiguity in this problem. So what is the scale ambiguity? So let's say that there are solutions A star, B star and T star. Note that the optimization variables are A, B and T. So let's say that you have a solution which is A star, B star, T star. Then observe that alpha times A star, alpha times B star and alpha times T star, where alpha is a scalar which is greater than 0, is also a solution, right? So we can have any solution or its scaled versions. So how do we resolve it? We can always resolve it by setting T star equal to 1. So without loss of generality, we can set T star equal to 1. Whatever the actual T star is, we will basically choose alpha to be equal to 1 by T star, and we already know that T star is greater than 0. So this would amount to writing this. So with this restriction, now the optimization problem of robust linear discrimination becomes that of minimizing norm of A subject to yi times A transpose xi plus B greater than equal to 1. And the optimization problem is now again in terms of A and B only. So this is the robust linear discrimination problem.